I never finished.
Try to talk over me. I said I'm not finished, and you kept
Bro,
talking. No,
what the fuck? No,
so
Tay, no, Tay.
Iron Man, his
I was
whole
talking.
character at
This
the
nigga cut
beginning.
me off. This nigga cut me off and said you did not just try to make that point. That nigga cut me off and said you did not try to make that point. Then when I tried to continue talking, this nigga said I was cutting him off. How you cut me off and then when I try to take my shit back, you gonna say I'm cutting you off? This nigga do that every argument. All I was asking Tay, when you going off what Nolan said when he stopped me from talking and said that that's a dumb argument. That's a dumb argument. That's dumb niggas. That's niggas stronger and smarter than him. Who do you think? Who you think a better leader for the Avengers? Iron Man
you need to lead the
or
party.
Captain
I don't care
America?
what you say. This is
Iron Man, for sure.
Iron Man is for sure a better leader, right? For sure a better leader, right?
Bro,
For sure a better leader.
He said we really messed up a lot of people's lives and we got a lot of people killed. He was the only one that called him out on that. And Captain America was like, I don't work for the government. That was the whole argument.
Nolan. I got one question. I'm finna let you talk. I got one.
But you said Iron Man was selfish. He just admitted his flaws.
I'm talking.
I got one point. I got one point though. I got one point though. Nah, no, but I got one question, Nolan. I got one question. I'm gonna let you talk. I got one question. You say that Captain America is a better leader than Iron Man. But how is Captain America a better leader than Iron Man? When Captain America took nobody under his wing, trained nobody, he did nothing for the team, intelligence-wise. But Iron Man has has set up plans for the Avengers, has built shit for the Avengers, including the time machine. He has took people under his wing and made them into top heroes in the Avengers. How is he not a better leader than Captain America?
So let's talk about who Captain America took under his wing. Let's talk about Falcon. Took him under his wing.
And he's not a top. He's not a top person.
Bucky,
what's the name?
He took Bucky under his wing.
Bucky literally caused the problem, and Bucky literally caused the problem in the whole Avengers.
He knew it wasn't Bucky. He knew it wasn't Bucky. He knew. See, y'all only go off one point. I'm telling you. Now I can agree that probably wasn't the best decision. But look, at the beginning. At the beginning, Iron Man was a selfish nigga. You tell me that Iron Man that was selfish in the first Avengers. Iron Man's whole character was about him coming out of his selfishness and his conceitedness and his cockiness, right or wrong. His whole character throughout all the movies. In the beginning,
before they was a team, you're right. Before they was a team, before they was an official team. No, look, listen. I understand what you're saying. Now I'm just going off that point so you don't keep going and I forget shit. I'm finna let you talk. You say in the beginning he was selfish. He was selfish. Iron Man character was built off him being selfish because he was his own hero. He was doing his own shit. And then when they became a team, Iron Man still wanted to do his own shit. And you're right. As soon as he started realizing that they had to work as a team and become the Avengers, that's when he became unselfish. But what me and Tay was saying was when at the point that we at right now, Captain America is the worst captain that they can have in the Avengers because every decision he made fucked up the Avengers, and every decision that Iron Man made when he started coming out of his selfishness, he did better for the Avengers.
No, so when do you say he came out of his selfishness? So I can see.
I'm gonna say around
before Ultron.
Right around Ultron or before Ultron, he started coming out.
Because even when he created Ultron, he admitted he fucked up on it. But he said the reason I created Ultron or accidentally created him is because the world needed protection.
And that was from Thanos.
He was getting dreams from Thanos.
And he was getting dreams from Thanos, so he been a better leader. That's what we say. He been a better. He was planning the Thanos shit.
He wasn't being selfish, bro. Was really trying to help people.
But that was selfish. No.
But Captain America been selfish too, though.
No.
Captain America picked Bucky over the team.
Bucky murked this nigga Black Panther father. All he had to do was turn a nigga in.
Look, no.
Captain America chose his friends over he chose his friends over the team multiple times.
No, look. Both of them made decisions bad. Captain America made a horrible decision. Iron Man made a bad decision too. So look. Y'all giving Iron Man credit for is not. You're not giving Captain America credit for. Captain America.
That's
Captain America made. Captain America made a selfish decision, but it was in order to help his friend.
That's what I'm saying.
It wasn't
that's what we saying, Nolan.
No, he wasn't trying to split the group up.
But that's what we saying. That's like a woman's decision.
Let me finish. No. If we talk about women, we're gonna talk about Iron Man. It's about Iron Man, cause look, Iron Man was reacting purely off emotions that whole Civil War movie. He never sat down and listened to Captain America. When he figured out that the Winter Soldier killed his parents, he reacted purely off emotions, like a woman, right? Like a woman, right?
Just like Black Panther.
He killed the nigga parents.
Purely off of
listen. That's right. No. Nolan not lying. Nolan not lying. But that's not the point we're making in the argument, though.
No. I'm just debunking Lillard because y'all saying leadership and everything and some of the mistakes they made. I'm trying to make the mistake. I'm doing the mistakes that Iron Man made too. That was selfish
and selfish. Yes, that's
so
true.
Iron Man,
but
Iron
Captain
Man,
America
I'm
is
not
a
finished.
character.
I'm not finished. Iron Man was Iron Man trying to take up the Winter Soldier, or was he trying to kill him? And please answer that.
Kill him. Just like Black Panther. But Black Panther.
Mission, yeah, both of them. So the mission was to comprehend. What's the word when you try to capture it? You try to capture.
Not comprehend, but
apprehend. The mission was to apprehend the Winter Soldier. That's the group thing. It was to apprehend. Iron Man was.
You say that, but Cap never really apprehended the nigga. He went scot-free after this.
That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm just saying. Look, I'm agreeing. Captain America.
I agree
Captain
with you
America. He's reacting off of selfishness, but so is Iron Man. So what y'all are degrading Captain America with? Y'all need to keep the same energy with Iron Man.
No, but this is what. You go.
My whole point was with Captain America being a better leader is from the jump. He was never selfish. He was always for the group. But that one problem, yeah, I agree with that. That was selfish. But before he was built to lead the group because of the character who he was. Iron Man, nobody else, you can't say anyone else could lead the group because everybody had their problems, like they major problems. Nobody else was built to lead from the beginning. Can we agree with that?
No, I mean you ain't wrong. Everybody did have problems though.
I agree with what you just said, but I don't agree with what you're saying in general. That Captain America is the better leader. This is what I'm saying. From the beginning, Captain America was made to be the leader. You're right. That's his character. But what we saying is, when you bring up the selfishness, now I'm gonna go back to everything you said. When you was bringing up Captain America's what he did and what Iron Man did. Iron Man got his parents killed because of Bucky. Black Panther. Listen, I'll let you finish. Black Panther got his parents killed because of Bucky. Captain America knew about Iron Man parents being killed the whole time. He still let Bucky roam scot-free. Captain America knew about Black Panther parents being killed by Bucky. Let that nigga run scot-free. Captain America is and that's the group.
Before I forget, let me say one thing about that. Go ahead. So Captain America. So was that really Bucky that killed him or him being brainwashed?
No, you cannot say that. Now I'm finna get your ass some more.
No, wait.
Captain America is the leader. That means you make a decision for everybody, right? Including yourself. Everybody in the group. You know Bucky. No, he know Bucky. Bucky is his friend, so he's showing his loyalty to his friend. But he knew Bucky had a fucking mind thing. So if you knew Bucky had this problem, why didn't you do something about it before it caused any problems? Why didn't you let your team know about it before it caused any problems? If he would have came clean, the only reason that Iron Man got so mad and Black Panther was so mad, Black Panther probably would have acted like that in general, because Black Panther didn't give a fuck about the Avengers or nothing, because he had his own fucking his own world. But the only if Captain America was really a fucking captain, Iron Man is his friend. He chose Bucky over the team. But he could have came out. Iron Man was so mad because Captain America didn't tell him. He looked at Captain America in the end of the movie and said, "You knew." He said you knew. That's why he was mad at Captain America. He asked him, he said, "So you knew?" And Captain America already knew he fucked up. But he knew he fucked up as a captain. He didn't know he fucked up in his own personal selfish ways. He knew he fucked up as a captain because he chose Bucky over the whole team, and he knew that was gonna fuck up the team thing. And he knew that from the jump, and he still did that shit. When Iron Man did what he did, that was running off emotion. Captain America shit had nothing to do with emotion. That nigga shit was just him picking somebody over the team. That's not a captain. That was a fucked up decision. That was not emotions. That nigga got his parents killed, and his friend knew about it the whole time. That was betrayal that what's the name was feeling. Iron Man. That was losing his parents, which is the closest thing you can lose that nigga was feeling. Then he was trying to help Captain America that whole time lead a group. So that what you saying about that is completely different. Then the mistakes that
his
fucking
parents
Iron
made
Man
the
made.
nigga shield too.
Exactly. They've been looking out for Captain America since day one. Captain America's not a captain. Captain America grimy as hell. And then not to finish, because you said a whole bunch of shit, Nolan. I ain't done. Then when the decisions that Iron Man made that he fucked up with, like Ultron. was to help the team. When he fucked up with, even when Spider-Man was fucking up, he took Spider-Man under his wing, just like Captain America took Bucky under his wing. But when Spider-Man fucked up, do you know who took responsibility for that shit? Soon as it happened, Iron Man did. Soon as it happened. Now he didn't wait. He didn't put it under the rug or nothing to save Spider-Man ass. Even when he was fucking with Spider-Man mama.
What do you mean by put under? What did Captain America do to
Captain
put
America
Bucky under the rug?
Captain America knew Bucky had a problem. Captain America knew that Bucky killed both of them niggas' parents, and he swept it under the rug and kept it from them. That's what he did. Iron Man, when Spider-Man fucked up, when Spider-Man was fucking up for the Avengers, or whenever Iron Man had a plan and whatever he was bringing into the group was fucking up, Iron Man took the responsibility of that shit right then and there when it happened, and then he worked on a plan to help it get better. And even though he was selfish, coming out of his selfish ways, as a selfish character coming out of his selfish ways, showing his maturity, he sit there and he talked to the group and let them critique his ass. Then when what's the name? That's why Iron Man got on Captain America ass, that famous clip that everybody be posting.
When he got came out of a bottle.
Everything special. That famous clip right there. Everything that Captain America did as a captain was not as a captain. He did it for his own selfish reasons. And him as a character is supposed to be a captain. Wait, like what else has he done? What else has he done for selfish reasons?
Bro, everything. What has Captain America actually done for the group?
Nigga,
Besides fight.
Emotionally, he keeps the group together. Literally, emotionally. Let's talk about Romanoff.
But that's what I was gonna say too. When you think about it, the only reason Captain America keeping that group together because he can't do that shit on his own.
And you can't really see Captain America the only nigga, because there was a fucking Hawkeye. That was her best friend.
Captain America only keep the Avengers together, to be honest, because he can't do that shit himself. He don't have the smarts to do that shit himself. He don't have the power to do his shit himself. That nigga don't have the skill to do that shit himself. He need the Avengers. That's why he keep them together.
But when it comes to Batman, that's all I want to say.
No, but when it comes to being a leader, though. When it comes to being a leader,
Cap was supposed to apprehend a nigga. He left scot-free.
That's true too. That's true too.
What do you mean?
That wasn't the mission. That wasn't the mission. That wasn't the mission. They was getting. He talk about in Civil War when you said the mission was that's what I forgot too. Thank you for bringing that up, Tay. When you said that Iron Man was being selfish because it was to apprehend him, but he was to kill his parents. But he went to but it was to apprehend him, but he went to go kill Bucky because his parents got killed. That's true. But when you look at even that. The only reason that happened was because of Captain America. Because Captain America didn't tell Iron Man that shit about Bucky. And Captain America, the reason that shit happened. Also, when they was going to apprehend that nigga, Iron Man was willing to work with the fucking government because he was saying the government was getting on their ass. The government, no, but he was willing to work with the government as a group because what was happening. Because he found out that they was fucking up a whole bunch of people's shit. Kids was dying. A whole bunch of while they was trying to stop big threats. Iron Man was realizing as a leader that what Captain America was just ignoring for his friend. Iron Man was realizing that they was fucking up more shit than they was helping. So he was like, we need to work with the government. Listen. Let me finish. No, yes it did. Let me finish though. He was like, as a group, he was like, we do need to work with the government. We do need to work with the government because we fucking up more shit than we're helping. So we do need to have a watch on us. But Captain America was like, no. Captain America with Bucky, Captain America, when it was time to apprehend Bucky, he didn't even want to give Bucky up. Then when it started coming to the point where it was time for Captain America to be the leader, when it got to that point, when the team was finna split up, Captain America was one of the first niggas, was one of the first niggas to choose Bucky and run off. He was one of the first niggas to turn into a fucking, to a fucking, what's the name? What you call them niggas? A rogue, what's the name? Whatever the fuck it's called. He went rogue. He went rogue with Bucky off start. But you said he the first one to keep the team together. He do keep the team together. But to be honest, the only reason he keeps the team together because he can't do none of that shit by himself. And when it's time for the team to, when it's time for him to bring the team together and it got something to do with something that he hold cherishable to himself, that nigga's throwing the whole team away. And he already showed that shit. Iron Man has never thrown the whole team away. And he didn't even want the team in the first place. Captain America did.
No, look, all right, so look. So you saying when Captain America swept it under the rug and didn't tell Iron Man. So are you telling me, look, because I got a bunch of points to make. So you telling me if Captain America told a Iron Man, bro, you know what I'm saying? That's the nigga name, Winter Soldier, whatever, you know what I'm saying? He's a criminal, all this, and he tells them, eventually tells them that, yeah, this guy kills your parents. but this is not him. He's brainwashed. You think that would have been a different outcome?
They would have had more time to even discuss an alternate solution, though. You got to think about it. Yeah, you know how much time from the Avengers being formed all the way up to Civil War. It was a lot of time that passed.
Yeah, but
before you go on, I'm just gonna say one thing. Even with that, as a leader, if Captain America would have came out, he didn't even have to come out like that. He could have just been like, "This is my friend." So he could have let what's the name, Iron Man, know up front that this somebody that's close to his heart, and he was like, "This dude got a problem, and he ended up killing your parents because of this mental thing. But we can work to fix this. It probably would have made a difference. But as a captain, you cannot lie about this. As a captain, as a leader, that would have been a way better. Yeah. It would have been a way better decision of him to do. Yeah, and Iron Man would have been in the wrong. But Iron Man wasn't in the wrong for what he did, because Iron Man literally did everything for Cap and for the group. From Cap trying to bring him together and got betrayed. But if Cap would have came to him up front and then they would have did that shit and ended up jumping Iron Man, it would have been reasonable, because Captain America came to him up front and tried to explain it to him and said we could have worked this out a different way. Captain America didn't want to do that. He knew he fucked up, and he still tried to cover up his fuck up by sticking with Bucky and going against the team that he formed.
No, but I'll say, so I understand that, but I'm going back to what Tay said. He said from when the Avengers was he had a lot of time from when the Avengers was formed to Civil War. He literally just learned about Bucky still being alive in the Winter Soldier movie. And I think that was literally that was a short window between it was supposed to be a short window between Winter Soldier and Civil War. So but he still I'm not defending. I'm not defending. But you said he had so much time. I'm like, he didn't have a lot of time. But I'm not defending that he definitely should have told or tried to sit down with Iron Man first. Yeah. And talk to him and try to do all that. But he did not have a lot of time. And I can say this, he probably thought, even though sitting down, maybe he knows more about Iron Man than, you know what I'm saying? As a character, he's supposed to know more about Iron Man than us.
So maybe he would have knew Iron Man would have tried to kill him or something?
Yeah, maybe that's his thinking.
Of course he knew that.
Maybe that's his thinking.
But that's still him.
No, I still agree that he should have tried. But... yeah, because that probably.
But that's the thing you gotta do as a captain. That's what, bro. You gotta still make that hard decision.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying as a leader, that's a better decision. I'm agreeing with the most part. It's that he did a big old mistake in Civil War. But I don't think he swept it under the rug. The only thing he swept under the rug was not letting them know. Like as soon as he found out, that's the only thing he swept under the rug. He was still trying to deal with it. He was trying to go deal with it as soon as possible.
But as a captain, he already knew. But Captain America knew. That's what I'm saying. You're not wrong that he was trying to deal with it. No. But he really, when Bucky refused, or if Bucky had something to say against it, Captain America not checking Bucky. Captain America just sticking with him. When it was time for him to let it be known, or say like, oh, this happened and this happened, he did sweep it under the rug, because Captain America knew from that point when it happened. He already knew, and you could tell in the Civil War movie when Iron Man asked him, you knew, and his face had guilt on it. He knew the whole time that was gonna lead up to that point, and he still let that happen. He knew that point was gonna come up in the future, and he still stuck with it. That means since he knew. Hold on, I'm almost done. Just a couple more seconds. Just a couple more seconds. That means from the beginning. When it happened, he already knew going up to that point when Iron Man asked him that question, when he said you knew. He already knew from that point that it was gonna lead up to that point. It was gonna get to that point. And then when it was time for them to end up breaking up, instead of him trying to deal with it right then and there, the second time, that was his second chance to deal with it. He had 3 chances to deal with it. The first time, what you saying, he should have dealt with it, but he made a mistake. The second time when they was finna break up, that was his second chance to deal with it. He ran rogue with him. The third chance was when they was in that bunker and Iron Man asked him, you knew. He could have dealt with it. He jumped that nigga. He had 3 chances to prove himself as a captain, and he fucked up all 3 chances.
Not gonna lie, that third one, there was no chance right there. It was already too late. That third one, I don't count that one. It's too late.
But he didn't have to do that. He didn't have to jump Bucky. He could have tried to break it up or something. But as a captain, instead of trying to break it up or do something else, that nigga started beating the fuck out of Iron Man.
No.
And he the reason Iron Man was in that group.
Hold on. That point is invalid, because he did try to break it up. He tried to step in between, but Iron Man told him move to the side. He's going to kill him. I remember that specifically. He did try to break it up.
He did try to step in. But he jumped him. He still jumped him though.
No. At that point, the Winter Soldier, he didn't have like the little chant they did. So it was actually Bucky. At that point, like Bucky wasn't trying to fight him at first. It was Iron Man that was doing all the aggressiveness. Because Bucky was like, "What are you talking about?"
He fully reasonable for it though.
No, Bucky didn't even know he killed his parents. So when Iron Man's going at him like, "Oh, you killed my parents," Bucky's like, "What?" And then Iron Man's ready to kill this nigga. Like I said, Captain America, at that point, it was too late. But Captain America wasn't trying to jump him. Only thing he was trying to do was to stop Iron Man from trying to kill his friend that didn't.
Well, it was tag teaming him.
Cause they were just trying to,
Bro, he could have just talked to Iron Man, just fought one-on-one while Bucky ran.
Yeah, before that, but at that point there was no talking. There's no talking that was going to be allowed.
But even with that, what you just said, Nolan, what you just said though, you was like, Bucky didn't know about, that when you was like Iron Man came up to him about the parents, and Bucky was like, he ain't even know because he wasn't in the Winter Soldier.
All that shit. He just ain't control over it.
No, he didn't. He
didn't know. He didn't know.
Different mindset when he doing all that.
He don't know. So when he was Bucky, that's still on Cap too. Because that's his man's. So Bucky didn't even know about the parents being killed, but the whole time Captain America knew. So he didn't tell Iron Man and he didn't tell Bucky.
Yeah, I was gonna say he went
down still let it get to that point.
Look, he went down the wrong route. He definitely should have been more vocal to them. That's what I'm saying. I'm agreeing to that. I'm just saying at certain points it was that point wasn't a lot. That wasn't a point to bring because there was no talking that was going to be done at that point.
No, that was still on Captain America because he was the reason it got to both of them points. The 2 points before that. And the third point that was still his chance to do something.
2 points are valid, but the third point there's no talking. There's no three opportunities.
No, it's only because
the
more something happens, the more you let something slide, the worse it's gonna get. Like the first time it happened. True. That's when he should have stopped it. He didn't. So of course it was going to get worse. That was when he had the second chance when the group was going to break up. He didn't let that go. So of course it was going to get worse. And that was the last point it was going to get to until somebody ended up dying. And instead of, like Tay said, he could have just told Iron Man if he was just going to stick with Bucky, he could have been like, I am the reason Iron Man in this group. Because like you said, Iron Man was selfish. Iron Man didn't even want to be in a group. Iron Man wanted to be Iron Man. Captain America got all these people assembled. He assembled all the Avengers. So then when it was time for him to do that, and this nigga parents made Captain America a shield, he got Black Panther to make him fucking shields. After Bucky killed that nigga parents too, he killed that nigga parent too, then after Captain America knowing all this shit, he jumped this man instead of being like, all right, I'll take the fight for you, just let Bucky go. I'll be like, Bucky, run, and then he started fighting, what's the name, Iron Man. This nigga went over there and full jumped this nigga. After he did all the fucking up, and he still went and jumped this nigga after he did all that fucking up.
And let's not forget Endgame either. When Tony confronted Cap, he said, "Where was you at when I needed you?" He said, "We're supposed to be the Avengers." You said, "What happened when we lose? We lose together." He said, "So where was you at?"
Wait, what are you talking about?
In Endgame, when Tony was fucked up, nigga was skinny. He was stuck in space. When he got back to Earth, he confronted Cap.
What,
so we the Avengers, we lose together. But he asked, where was you?
What you mean? Captain America was fighting. What do you mean? Like, where was he, to save him? Or like what?
In general.
Nigga, Captain America was fighting since Infinity War. What you mean? He was there. What the fuck?
All I'm saying is, bro, it could have been avoided if the Avengers was assembled from the beginning.
Wait, what could have been avoided?
Ooh. So Iron Man was saying, where was you? He's saying if they would have stuck together and stayed as a team as a beginning, they would have had a better chance.
I see what Tay saying. I seen what at first I was like, what the fuck Tay talking about? That nigga, what's the name? I was like Nolan. I was like, this nigga Captain America was putting in some mean ass work. But I ain't gonna lie, that is true, because that is why that's the whole reason they put that in the movie. They asked them, that's why they made Iron Man ask Captain America, where was you? Because they supposed to be the Avengers. Captain America assembled these niggas, and then Civil War, that's the build up. Civil War, Infinity War, Endgame, and they split up in Civil War. Then they came back because of Infinity War. So they was fighting in different places, but Iron Man already had a plan in general for that whole time where they was supposed to fight together. But since they was already on different pages and still fucking stuck up about each other, that's why they put that part in the movie with Tay saying. Since they was already stuck up and everybody was kind of already against each other, you know, they came together, but they still kind of had their differences. Like they weren't really fucking with each other. Iron Man and Captain America weren't fucking with each other.
That's not the only ones. Those weren't the only ones that weren't fucking with each other though. Let's not forget that.
I know, but that's all because of Cap. That's what Civil War was. That's why it was Captain America movie.
No. Well,
they all split up. They chose sides.
Yeah, Civil War.
But,
let's talk about Civil War. Yes, but Age of Ultron. Let's not forget Romanoff and Bruce Banner left. He split up. And let's talk about Iron Man and Thor. Weren't they beefing? Isn't that why Thor left?
But look, we been said that though, Nolan. Captain America is made to be a captain. That's why his name Captain America. None of the other heroes. But that's the point I was making. Captain America only assembled the Avengers because he need the Avengers. Iron Man don't feel like he need nobody. Thor don't feel like he need nobody. Hulk don't feel like. No, listen, that's not the point, Nolan. Iron Man made a time machine in 2 days. Iron Man got nanotechnology. You know how Iron Man is. He's selfish because he know as a hero, he feel like he can do it all himself. Thor is a god. Thor is a god. He ain't gonna want to listen to no fucking super soldier or no nigga in a suit.
Fucking human, regular nigga.
Yeah, that's all in a suit. He not gonna do that shit. He's a god. Why would he listen to them? He's a god of lightning, nigga. He live in a whole nother, basically a whole nother dimension.
And the reason he was mad at Tony because Ultron happened, but he wasn't on good terms with Cap either. He left the planet.
He didn't want to go. They didn't want to fuck with nobody. That's what made Cap. No, hold on. Let me finish.
Yeah.
That's the reason Cap was. That's what made Cap. That's what made Cap Captain America anyway, though. That's what made Cap Captain America anyway, though.
You said Thor wasn't messing with Cap?
Nah, bro. The way he wasn't
messing with nobody. Thor wasn't messing with nobody.
He didn't want to listen to nobody. He left the planet.
That's what I'm saying. That's
what
I'm saying.
Mainly because of Tony, right? It was mainly because of Tony, because they was always going back and forth.
Yes, but that doesn't necessarily mean he was fucking with Cap either, though.
Listen. That's not what we saying. That's why. Hold on, Tay. Hold on, Tay, because Nolan gonna keep responding to you.
He's saying.
Let me get my point out first.
No, he's saying basically.
But Tay saying the same thing I'm saying. He was just bringing up Cap.
I feel like y'all making some good points, but I feel like y'all I don't know, y'all are like zeroing in on Captain America, but y'all not keeping the same energy with other characters.
No, that's not what we saying, Nolan.
No, but
the whole thing with Cap was I was trolling. You took it serious. That's why we hear what we hear right now. That's what I'm saying. But this is what I'm saying. We talk about with Cap, with all of them being split up. Captain America, like you said, is made to be a captain. He brought the Avengers together, right or wrong.
He was the leader.
Right or wrong, Nolan? I'm not done.
When the group was together, yes, but
he was bringing them together, right?
I mean, you still got I forgot about Samuel Jackson. He put them together, but
he was doing it too. But he was doing it because he needed them too. Because what the fuck can Samuel Jackson do? Shit. He can't do shit.
I mean, he was Shield.
He's Shield, but he can't.
But every situation, G.
But be honest, he can't do shit. That's why he used the Avengers. That's why he uses the Avengers. Exactly. But look, this what I'm saying. Let me just get this off before I forget, because y'all keep talking about different shit and y'all making me lose track. What me and Tay was talking about is Captain when they was talking about all of them splitting up. Captain America was bringing them all together and all that. But Iron Man didn't want to be an Avenger because Iron Man can do all that shit himself. Thor didn't want to be an Avenger. He didn't fuck with Cap.
Do what himself?
He didn't want to be he could do a heroing by himself. Like he didn't see the point of being an Avenger because he could hero himself.
Fight Thanos by himself?
He was trying to anyway. Like that's what he did with Ultron. He was trying to make his own Ultron. That's not the point. That's not what I'm saying. No, that's what I'm saying. Let me finish. When they bring the Avengers, nobody else gave a fuck about the Avengers except the niggas that needed the Avengers. The niggas that felt like they didn't need the Avengers, I'm not saying they actually needed them. I'm saying the niggas that felt like they didn't need the Avengers did not give a fuck about the Avengers. That was just Captain America putting that shit together. Iron Man felt like he didn't need him. When you look at Iron Man perks as Iron Man, he don't need nobody. That don't mean he can whoop everybody, but he don't need nobody. When you look at Thor don't need nobody. That's why he don't look for nobody. When you look at Hulk, he don't need nobody. That's why he don't look for nobody. Same with Scarlet Witch. Same with Captain Marvel. When all of them is going to fight these people. When you were saying, that's why I was saying y'all kept going sidetrack. I'm trying to remember what the fuck you said. When you was like damn, you said something while I said that. When you was like Cap, they was all trying to work together. They was all trying to work together to beat Thanos or whatever. It was some shit. I forgot what the fuck it was, honestly. But basically what I'm saying, from what I'm just saying right now, cause I forgot the point, cause Damn, bro. I'm trying to remember this shit while I'm talking. Fuck it. But anyways, Cap and Shield, the reason, even with Samuel Jackson, when he's bringing together the team, because he knows Shield cannot handle that shit, so he bringing together the team. Cap cannot handle that shit, so he bringing together the team. That's what we was talking about. That's what we was talking about when Iron Man and Captain America was talking. That's what we was talking about. Now I remember. When Tony Stark had went up to Captain America when they was fighting, and he was like, "We could have did this together. Where were you?" They was all split up fighting Thanos. If they was together, all together, Hulk would have never got folded like that. Thor would have never got folded like that. All them niggas would have, if they was all together, they would have had a better chance of winning what Iron Man was saying. But since they had that disagreement with what Cap happened, then that's why Iron Man was getting on Cap ass like that. That's why they put that in that movie. But when you look at everybody else perks as a person, that's why we getting on Cap so hard about it. That's what I'm saying, Nolan. That's why I was getting on Cap so hard. That's why I be getting on Cap so hard. Because as a person, Captain America, the decisions he make and the person he supposed to be, how he is in the comics, he not like that. And when it comes to the movies, he grimy. Where Iron Man is a selfish, like you said, Iron Man was selfish as fuck because he knew he could do that shit himself. That's why Iron Man was getting on Captain America ass so bad about why they didn't fight Thanos together, because Iron Man already felt that he could do it himself, but Captain America wanted them all together. Thor already felt he could do it himself, but Captain America wanted them all together. Hulk didn't give a fuck about nobody because he's a Hulk, and he just wanted to. Bruce just wanted to try to figure out a way to tame his own beast. He just wanted to do his shit himself. But Captain America wanted them all together. But when it's time for all of them to be together, they wasn't together. That's why Iron Man got on his ass. So when it's time for Captain America to be a captain, he let little personal shit get in the way of him being a captain. And when everybody else that didn't give a fuck about the group in general, when it's time for them to do it, they do it. Thor was doing it. Thor don't give a fuck about shit. Even with Thor with the fucking Guardians of the Galaxy. Captain America molded these people into them, and then Captain America not that person himself. Captain America molded Iron Man into the man he is today. Is that a lie? Yes or no?
Molded Iron Man?
Into a team member, into a leader.
Yes.
The leader, the role that he played. Captain America molded him into that, right?
Yeah.
But Captain America don't take that responsibility himself. When Thor went over there to Guardian of the Galaxy, they got caught in the space, and Thor was working with all of them. When he first got into the Avengers, right or wrong, was he fucking with the Avengers or not?
Who? Thor?
Thor.
Nah, not really, but he didn't have no problem with Cap.
Look, no, he didn't care, but he didn't care for nobody. He didn't give a fuck about none of them. Cap didn't come at, the only reason, that's why I was saying with Tay, that's why I didn't want Tay to say that, because I understand what you were saying, Nolan. He didn't have a problem with Cap like he had a problem with Iron Man, but that's because Iron Man got that alpha mentality that he gotta run shit. That's why him and Cap don't get along, because Captain America supposed to be the captain. Iron Man don't see him fit to be a captain, and I see why Iron Man don't see him fit to be a captain, because Iron Man do shit. I mean, Captain America do shit that make him not fit for a captain. But when it was time for them to work as a team, when it's time for them to do that shit, when it gets to that point, Captain America let little shit get in the way, little personal shit get in the way. But everybody else that wasn't like that, like Thor able to go with the Guardians of the Galaxy, and it don't matter how people treat him. Versus like when they that other nigga, that Star-Lord nigga, he was treating Thor like the same way Iron Man was treating Thor. How Thor reacted to Iron Man and how he reacted to Star-Lord was two different ways, because Cap molded Thor into a team member. He molded all of them into team members. But when it was time for them to be a team, in a team that Captain America was supposed to lead, Captain America was not there to lead that team. But everybody else was molded into that person to lead that team. That's why Iron Man got on his ass like that. Because Thor did it, even with Guardians of the Galaxy, he did it. He did it with the Avengers. He went out his way to do that shit for the Avengers. And he did that shit with Guardians of the Galaxy. Iron Man did that shit with the Avengers. Spider-Man was doing that shit. That was a little ass kid. He ain't know how to do that. And Iron Man was molding Spider-Man to do that shit. And he got that shit from Captain America. But when it was time for Captain America to do that shit where everybody else was doing it, that nigga was not doing that shit. He was not doing it at all.
And you talking about the Bucky situation, right?
No, not the Bucky situation. I'm talking about in Infinity War. He was fighting. Like when me and Tay was talking about when they lost in Endgame. When it was starting Endgame and they lost and they came back. When they came back from the planet, and Iron Man was getting on his ass because he was emotional again because he looked at Spider-Man like his son, and he lost Spider-Man too, and he lost all the regular Avengers. He was like, "What was we were supposed to do this as a team and all that?" And he was like, "You ain't nothing but chemicals out of a bottle and shit." When they had that argument. And he was saying all of that because when it was time for them to fight together, that's why they put that in the movie. When it's time for them to fight together, they weren't fighting together because of all the shit that happened in Civil War. But all that shit really happened because of Cap. That's why Iron Man went and got on his ass, because he was like, we were supposed to be fighting this nigga together, but all of us was in different places doing different shit. When it's time for you to be a captain, you wasn't a captain. But everybody else was doing their part. Everybody else was doing their part as a team, and Captain America built everybody up for that.
Now I'm not understanding what you talking about because you say you're not talking about the Bucky situation. So what?
No, we
What?
passed that. Tay
Yeah.
was talking about.
He was
Tay
saying
was talking
like
about.
they was
No.
flipped during the Thanos battle. It wouldn't have been like that if it wasn't for Cap.
It
It
went
wasn't
for
just the
Cap.
Bucky. It wasn't just the Bucky situation we was talking about. We was talking about Cap as a leader in general.
No,
Like
no, no. I
even
know.
in
I'm
the
talking
end
about the
game.
specific point. I'm talking about the specific point where you said it wouldn't have been like that if it wasn't for Cap. You talking about it wouldn't have been like that if Cap didn't do that with Bucky? Is that what y'all saying?
No, I'm saying like even the Bucky situation too, because that caused the Civil War.
That's what I'm saying.
But
They wouldn't. No,
but even
Iron Man
that.
was
But even
saying.
that.
Iron
But
Man was
even
saying if they weren't split up, they could have fought together, right? Is that why he's saying where were you? Is that why he's saying where were you?
Yeah.
Because
yes.
okay. I need to clarify that because y'all
But
kept
at that
saying
point
no.
in time,
Yeah.
it wasn't about
Yeah.
the Bucky situation. It was
It
about
wasn't
them
just the
losing.
Bucky. It was just
I
about
know.
them
I'm just
losing.
saying that. I'm
But
just saying that
no,
led
that.
to
That's
that.
what
I'm
I'm
just saying
saying.
that
Yeah, that
led to
led to.
that.
He's saying he asked what led to it. Yeah, it was the Bucky, not just the Bucky situation, but like what I was saying in general, like Cap letting the little shit get in between. Like it was a big situation for Captain America, but as a team, that's little shit. You can admit that. That's little shit as a team. That personal shit is little shit when it comes to being a team and you got to save a
The
whole
world
world.
was in danger, bro, and you was
Yeah, it was
letting
just like
like
a whole
your
world.
friend
So when
die, all that
it
other
was
shit.
time and Iron Man was getting on his ass again about it because he said that when they was having that argument too, he was like, "I've been warning y'all about this threat, which was Thanos since fucking Age of Ultron." He was like, "I've been warning Cap about it." And Cap was putting it to the side because really whole time Cap was putting that shit to the side because he had other shit on his mind and he wasn't really taking Iron Man serious because like you said,
But
Cap know Iron Man as a person. He supposed to know him more than the audience. So Iron Man was probably, I mean, Cap was probably already like, this nigga selfish. He's just trying to have shit go his way. But instead of listening, he was just like letting little shit, like they little arguments, they little petty disagreements, and like the Bucky situation too. So when it was time for them to fight, all that shit was building up. Like I was saying, the more that Cap let shit slide, that little shit slide, the more he was letting it slide, it build up and they make it worse. Like what we was talking about, like when he was letting all them three situations build up to when Civil War happened and they got into it and they jumped Iron Man. So when it like that way when it was time at Endgame and what's the name, Iron Man was getting on his ass about them losing, and Iron Man was losing all these people again because he already lost his parents because of Captain America, not because of Captain America, because of Bucky, but Captain America didn't tell him, so he already looking betrayed. He already feeling betrayed because he did so much for Captain America. Then he lost Spider-Man because he was already telling Captain America about the threat coming, and Captain America still let that shit get in the way, and they weren't fighting together. So when that's the whole point I'm trying to make. When it's time for Captain America to be a captain, he let his own personal shit get in the way. So instead of looking at the whole threat, and Iron Man be looking at the whole threat, Thor be looking at the whole threat, everybody else looking at the whole threat except Captain America. And the only reason that everybody else looking at it as the whole threat is because of Captain America. But when it's time for now, it's like the roles switch now. When it started, nobody else gave a fuck about the whole goal. Only Captain America. But now since Captain America molded all these people, which he did, he was being a captain. He was the captain. He was the leader. He molded all them people into the people they are today. But when it was time for them to do that, Captain America was the only person that wasn't like that. Literally, he was the only person that wasn't trying to do the right thing for the greater good. He was letting everything else get in the way. That's why they was fighting separate. They all fought Thanos separate in separate groups.
what do we know specifically that Captain America wasn't listening to Iron Man because he was dealing with personal stuff? If that's not confirmed, I don't know if we can use that argument.
No. That is confirmed just off the movies. Like when you watch the movies, they Captain America and Iron Man always got into it. That's their whole beef because Captain America is the captain, but Iron Man, it's like Captain America feel like Iron Man want to be the captain and like take his place. That's why they be getting in them arguments all the time. It's always them two about who leads the team. That's why it was Team Iron Man versus Team Cap. It always been a little. It's like that in the comics too. That's really why me and Tay really able to say that. Like it always been like that. It's they little petty disagreement. That make that. That's why the whole team have fallouts because they basically the two leaders, and it's like they fighting over the leading position. But even though the only reason it's just Iron Man personality. It's not like Iron Man trying to fight the leading position, but Iron Man me and Tay was saying, Iron Man is a better leader than Captain America. So when Iron Man getting on Captain America, when Iron Man getting on Captain America ass, it's because Captain America not doing shit that Iron Man doing. He looking at Iron Man like Iron Man trying to take his place, but Iron Man just doing shit that he feel like Captain America should be doing, but Captain America not doing that shit. He's just trying to have everybody together.
Nah, I don't feel like. Now, what I will say about this whole argument, I don't feel like neither one of them should have been leading by themselves. I feel
They
like if they
shouldn't.
would have
I
did
feel
a
like they should have
collective
been leading
effort,
together.
yeah, if
Exactly.
they would did
That's a fact.
because both of literally they're like yin and yang. What one lacks, the other one has. That's what it
What's the
became.
name? What's the name? Got the ability. Captain America got the charisma and the personality,
Literally,
the
yeah, literally has
righteousness, and
all the
all that
leadership traits, like
to
when he
lead.
knows
He
what to
got it to
say.
lead. But to like for the planning and shit, like that's their whole argument though. That's why they, like you said, it
Yeah,
is yin and
yeah,
yang
that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
because Iron Man got the smarts. Iron Man should be doing the planning. Iron Man should be doing the planning, especially if he was able to see some shit like Thanos coming from Age of Ultron when he went into the fucking what's the name and he started having them dreams. Captain America should have been able to listen to him, but the only reason Captain America wasn't listening to him is because of the way that Iron Man was in the beginning. He was selfish and he was like the fucking playboy. He wanted everything about him. So then, even when Captain Iron Man was trying to put them ways to the side, Captain America still had that grudge on him, and Iron Man still had that grudge on Captain America that he wasn't doing his leading role. But like you said, whatever Captain America lacked, Iron Man got that shit to the max, and whatever Iron Man lacked, which is basically his whole personality to lead, because Iron Man don't have the personality to lead.
he just
Captain
got the
America do.
smarts. Iron
He
Man's
got
got
the
the
smarts to
smarts.
lead. So if they was to do it together collectively, which really why they was putting that in the movie, that's really probably a hidden message in the movie, like a life
No,
a life
no, it
lesson,
definitely is because
like a
that's why
life
in the
lesson,
end
yeah.
game. That's why in the end game both of them died. That's why I had to start a new generation. That's why both of them died at the end because in order for it to be a new generation, a new phase, those two had to go. That's definitely why. That's why when y'all said Iron Man should have been leader and Cap shouldn't, I didn't agree because
No, I ain't say Iron Man
don't.
should be leader over Cap. I'm saying
I
Iron Man
could
is a
have
better
sworn
leader.
Tay said
Nah,
one
that
of you
was
said
me.
that.
Nah, that was me.
Yeah, I was saying
That's
Iron Man
why.
is a better leader than Cap because of what Cap started doing toward the end. It's like he was throwing away his leadership role for like friendship and shit, and like petty
Nah,
shit
I
that he
feel
had
like
against Tony.
look, this is what I feel like. This is what I feel like it happened. At the beginning, Captain America came into this world. 70 years later, woke up out of ice. Had no. Literally, he looked for the what's the name, Margaret or Peggy. I think her name Peggy. He
Peggy.
looking for her, and she's about to die. So literally, he had nothing here, nothing here. So then and there, at that spot right there, he's like, all right, I don't have a life. So let me just make my work my life. So he made his work everything. So at that point when he had nothing to look forward to, the group was the only thing he like. You know what I'm saying? The only thing he worried about was the group. So putting the group together was all his focuses was on the Avengers. Now as it progressed, when he figured out he still had a life there. When people from his life were still there, like I feel like Bucky was like an awakening because when he figured out Bucky was still there, like he started yearning for that life again, like his old life. He started yearning for that.
And that's
so
what I'm saying too.
The group was put to the side because he started yearning for that life he had, and that's why at the end of everything, he went back and got the life that he wanted.
So you agree with what I'm saying? Because Captain America.
That's what I'm saying.
So
I've
Captain
been
America.
agreed. I've been saying that.
So it's right that Captain America brought all these people together for his own selfish reason. That was his own selfish reason because he didn't have nothing.
I don't feel
But
like.
you just said it. He had nothing. He had nothing.
I'm saying,
Everything was gone, so he depended on the group.
No. When I say that, I'm not saying he depended on the group. I feel like I'm saying like he just put all his focus on work. Like
on
you
work.
Know how,
Yeah. I see what you're saying. I ain't mean to word it like that. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm not saying he was just being selfish, like, oh yeah, this is all I had, this is my family. I mean, he probably did feel that way, but I feel like it was more like,
sure
I don't have a life, so I'm just.
So that was his life. But the people he brought together. But what I was saying was the people that he brought together didn't give a fuck about that. He did, and then like you said, when he started realizing that he actually could have that life. That's what he started putting it. He started putting what he brought together to the side, but they didn't give a fuck about it at first. So when he made them start giving a fuck about it, he put it to the side when they started giving a fuck.
Yeah,
that's why they all started looking at Cap like that. That's why I said he not a good leader. He was in the beginning when they was his focus. When they wasn't his focus no more, he became not a good leader no more. That's why I said Iron Man was a better leader than him.
I feel like when he wanted to be a leader and when his focus was being on a leader, he was a great leader.
He was.
Like, I feel like as soon as he figured out Bucky was still around, he didn't really care about being like a leader anymore.
And that's what I was saying.
Like, that shit.
That's why I was saying Iron Man became a better leader than what's her name?
I say maybe at the very
Cap.
end of it, yeah, like it started transitioning. Like at Civil War, that's when it started transitioning. But I don't think he was a better leader during Civil War yet.
No,
But
no, no. He wasn't a
towards
better leader
Endgame,
overall.
yeah, like
When
towards Infinity,
Endgame
actually
happened,
towards Infinity War, I
Infinity
feel
War,
like
he was a better leader.
Yeah, in Infinity War, he became a better leader than Cap.
It started transitioning in Ultron when he was seeing when he tried to do all that for what's the name, for Thanos. That's when I started seeing that he was going to start having leadership mentality,
Hold up.
because he was actually trying to focus on the team.
The reason I say he should have been leader over Cap, or he would have been better qualified to be leader over Cap, because every time a situation went down, Tony had a solution for it, or at least he tried to make a solution for it. Like when
That's true.
Facts.
when he had the dreams of Thanos, he tried to make something that would protect everybody. It ended up being Ultron. He admitted he fucked up, and niggas was still on his ass. He's like, okay. And when Hulk started going crazy, bro was like, he's my friend. I got something for him. He got the Hulk Buster suit, but it worked. Every time something bad happens in the Avengers, Tony's the first one to like come up with a solution.
First one to come up with a solution.
Cause that nigga's a genius. That's why me and Ty was saying.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why me and Ty was saying.
It's not even just that though. When there's a threat to the world, Tony's willing to put that shit to the side and focus on the bigger threat. Cap wasn't. He was still kind of being petty.
Too.
No, that's why I'm agreeing with. That's what I'm saying. I'm agreeing with. He stopped caring about like everything else. Like when he started yearning for his life again. That's what I'm saying. Like, but that's why I say like towards like Civil War transition. Iron Man was a better leader, but I feel like saying Iron Man should have been a leader from the jump is not true. That was what I was arguing.
Nah, I fought from jump.
Towards the end, yes, like Civil War until Endgame, yeah, Iron Man probably should have been the leader because look, Captain America got everybody like Endgame. Like no, I know y'all noticed that they couldn't do anything till Iron Man stepped up in that room. And he transitioned everything. So that I feel like that was right there, like showing okay, Iron Man's the leader now, and like literally right there, you could see it. Iron Man was the leader. He was the leader. But I don't know. Yeah, that's all I'm saying basically.
Yeah, I see. In general, but Cap as a character, I don't fuck with Cap.
I mean, you can't really blame him for wanting his own life and everything was taken away from that nigga.
I ain't talking about in the movie. I ain't talking about from the movies. I'm just talking about in general. Like I don't like his character. Like I
you don't like white niggas.
I don't, but I don't see no perk to him. Like I don't see no perk to his character.
He's just saying like his character kind of blandish.
Yeah, it's just.
I mean, but his character's kind of built to be bland though. Like it's
that's what I'm saying.
Bland.
That's why I be saying I don't like Cap. It's not I don't like him. I fuck with Captain America, but like I don't care for Captain America. Like he don't.
And so is Bruce. Bruce is meant to be bland too. The nigga's a sheltered orphan. He's meant to be bland.
Yeah, but
that's what I'm saying. He bland too.
That's where the shit like pops off.
I ain't gonna lie, Batman. That's what I said. That's what I'm saying. Batman do got more to him than Cap though. But Batman bland too. Like he don't really got no. Well, he got a perks as a. I ain't gonna lie, that nigga got a lot of plot armor. That's where his perks come from.
look, I can say from those two characters, Batman has development. I feel like Steve Rogers has regression. So it's like as the movie series, Batman becomes like more of a better person, or more first he's sheltered, then he gets friends, and then he gets love lives, and he does all that.
That's crazy. I'm playing this Batman game. This nigga just sitting down. It's like he listening to Nolan, just reflecting on his life.
But nah, he like becomes a better person. Cap, I wouldn't say he becomes a worse person, but he becomes less righteous. Like he starts off as, oh, I'm Captain America, and then he ends up like, yeah, I just want a family. I don't want to save lives anymore. I just want a family. Which is not wrong.
This thing though, like Batman and Captain America, their personalities is really like polar opposites. Cause he's like Cap, he's always thinking about people though, but Batman, he's like, oh yeah, the mission comes first. I don't know what y'all talking about.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's how Cap was at first, though. That's what I'm saying. The mission comes first. Well, I mean, I see what you're saying, though. It's still differences because Batman's like, hey, I do my thing. I don't want to work with the police. Like that, and that trait, he's similar to Stark. Like, yeah, I got my shit. I don't need no help from everybody else. I can do what I need. I can make whatever I need. But Cap is similar to that because he's like, yeah, we got to complete the mission. But he said, we're going to work together to do the mission.
Yeah. And thing with Batman, bro, he didn't even like being with the Justice League. They asked that nigga be in that hole, be the leader and everything.
That's what I'm saying. Iron Man. I mean, Batman and Captain America not really a good comparison. It's more Iron Man than Batman.
Yeah, I feel like Captain America and Superman are a good comparison, but it's like, but of course the power difference. But I feel like they're more similar. Yeah, both righteous characters that are about the group, just yeah.
I feel like Superman is a combination of Thor and Captain America.
I mean, I don't know too much about the Superman character. I'm not gonna lie. I've seen.
I ain't gonna lie.
Like
that's why I don't blame you, though, Nolan, because you like Captain America and Superman was my favorite superhero. When I found out about him at Spider-Man, I put Spider-Man to the side. I was like, oh, I fuck with Superman. Superman hard.
Wait, is Superman righteous though? Like, is he like, like
he used to be. He used to be. Then they fucked him. They fucked Nolan. This man used to be just like Cap. Like, really, this nigga is like, they fucked everything up about him. Like, this nigga goes crazy. Yeah. This nigga just get his ass whooped. This nigga can't fight. They just ruined that nigga whole character. They
not gonna lie, they did him dirty in Batman vs Superman. That's what I heard.
Thing, though, bro. This reason I don't like Superman as a character, bro, cause he always holding back. Like I said, bro, he gets his ass whooped cause he holds back. Like I said, y'all do be right. Batman has claw armor every time he fights him. Cause Superman holds back. He's not really trying to kill him.
That's the same thing with
Superman be getting folded by everybody else. Wonder Woman should not be putting hands on that man because he don't know how to squabble, but he 10 times faster than her.
Yeah, that shit's so stupid.
Yep.
But that's another thing too that's what I don't like about Spider-Man too. I know from the comics, like, no, you don't know how much movies. That's why I ain't like the Tom Holland movies at all. And Vaughn had to explain it to me. He was like, in Civil War, I ain't like him in Civil War either. They was like, they got to do a build up, cause Cap was putting too much hands on that nigga. If you actually read the comics, can't nobody. If you're not cosmic or God level, you cannot put your hands on Spider-Man. Like he beat ass. Like I ain't gonna lie, he OP. He a OP nigga. But Vaughn was like, oh, it's a build up. They trying to buy all like, oh yeah, I understand. So he started getting better as the Spider-Mans go on. As you see him in that last Spider-Man movie, he was way better than he was when he was in fucking Civil War. But like when that nigga like fight people, everybody Spider-Man fight, he hold back. And even when they fucking we really do. Even when they fucking like when Aunt May get killed, or like when some shit like that happen, that nigga still chooses to hold back. Like he still chooses to hold back. And that movie, that's like the first time where they was like he really wasn't trying. They weren't trying to make him hold back, but they still nerf his character. But they really nerf everybody character because all them niggas really way better than what they is in the movie.
They gotta make the movie good. They got to.
But that was the only movie. That last movie was the only time Spider-Man ain't hold back when he tried to kill Goblin, and the other Spider-Mans held him back though. So you still see like he a holding back type of character.
So now I understand what y'all be. It must be hard for y'all niggas to watch movies because as y'all read comics, y'all know how characters really are, and it's just like movies are going to add stuff to make the movie better. Like they're going to add things that probably won't make sense, but it's going to make the movie 10 times better.
Bro, I be trying to tell Tom, bro. I'm like, Batman in the comics is so much stronger and a better fighter than what the fuck we see on the movies.
And I'm trying to tell you, Tay, I know a lot about Batman.
That's why you can't read it. That's why I don't read the comics. That's why I enjoy movies so much.
I used to have Spider-Man versus Batman arguments with my little brother my whole life. I know everything about that nigga.
You can't tell my cousin nothing about Batman. Oh my god.
Back in the day, nigga, you think Spider-Man niggas bad? When my uncle was growing up, them niggas do not play about Batman, bro.
Nah, I know. My cousin, like, he 30-something years old. That nigga there. That nigga was
my uncle
Supreme
like 30-something
Batman
too.
nigga.
Supreme Batman nigga. Them niggas do not play. Can't nobody want Batman.
Bro, Tay, where did you get this Batman shit from? I know somebody had to put you on.
Bro, the animated movies growing up, bro. They really show how that nigga be in the comics. Like, Under the Red Hood. Like, bro, he's a martial artist. Like, this nigga, bro, he's damn near a ninja.
Nah, that's what I'm saying, Nolan. Like, if Batman and Cap was to get in a hand-to-hand squabble, Batman gonna beat that ass.
I tell you, I don't know about the comic. That's why I was just going based off of what I seen in the movie.
Bro, this nigga
I don't know
kicking
about
trees with one fucking leg, bro. Like, he be breaking them hoes.
Yeah, that nigga Batman bench press like 1,000 pounds, like on a regular daily.
Nigga, is that nigga really human then? Like what?
That's what I'm saying.
He trained. That's what I'm saying.
Nolan, Nolan.
Who training
Nolan,
doing that?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Nolan. Do you not see what I'm saying when I say Batman pisses me off as a character?
Yeah.
How the fuck are you a
Shit.
human? What human have ever
That's
recorded
what I'm
1,000
saying.
pounds bench press daily, nigga? I'm not saying max, daily.
Like that record.
Like,
daily.
nigga curl 1,000 pounds, nigga.
Like this nigga
That's not
curling is
human.
like that's not human, bro. It's not.
Yeah.
This nigga know every martial art style. Like every last one of them. This nigga can use any martial art style. Any
That's why
one
I
of
said
them.
all the
And he a
Batmans we
master.
seen on movies so far, they be pissing me off fighting wise.
Look,
They be getting their
Bro,
ass.
And this-
nah, y'all
That's
gotta
another
watch-
reason.
look,
That's another reason, Nolan. When I was like, all the Batman's movies ass, and you was getting on me, you was like, the movie's not ass, and you was like, I just don't like Batman movies. Now I'm saying the same thing from the perspective of Tay, because I know a lot about Batman.
Yeah.
Well, and I always say this when I bring up the Batman movies. When Batman fight in the movies, that is not how that man fight. That nigga fight too slow in the movies. Them niggas throw the ugliest punches. He do not fight like that at all. And then when the movies be so slow and they be trying to make it like detective based, like it's a fucking criminal show. Like no Batman shit like really be interesting. Like if you watch a Batman show, if you read a Batman comic, you gonna be like, oh, the movies was ass. I'm telling you, you gonna think the movies was ass. You gonna be like, that's not Batman. But damn, you just gotta learn to love it. You gotta learn to love it and
Yeah,
like
that's
scale
that's
the
about to
movies.
say. That's
Nigga,
about to say. Y'all
The
gotta watch
Pattinson
them movies.
Batman is the closest one we got to a realistic Batman.
You said
That's
what
why I
Batman?
like the newest one.
Pattinson Batman.
That's a new one.
That's the closest. Yeah.
That's why I said I like the new one, Nolan. As you can see, I was enjoying the movie, except in the beginning, I was kind of
I'm about to
sleepy.
say, nigga, I heard you fell asleep, nigga.
Nah, that was in the
Nigga
beginning.
was in the
That's
morning.
nah, that's cause when you smoke and then you eat, the next
Oh,
thing is sleep.
I'm
Yeah.
already knowing.
Yeah, the next thing is sleep, and the movie was taking a little bit to get active. I mean, it was getting active at first though, and then it got to a slow part, and then yeah, my body was like, fuck all
Nah,
that. I was like, I hope that nigga take